What's good, y'all? I don't know. I don't know if we can trade this, y'all. I just thought we would get on live real quick. I mean, I got 2 combines. Y'all saw that in the Discord. The take profit combines. What do we think? Should I set? What do I want to set that up through Ninja or what? Let me see. I don't even think I've ever even opened up Ninja Trader platform. Trump's talking right now. How do I join your Discord? I'll link it up. Let me see. Let me link it up. Why not trade it on TradingView? I could. I mean, I have 2 of them. You can't copy trade on TradingView. You can't copy trade it in TradingView. That's the only thing. Plus, I use TradingView to trade my main account, my personal account. I use TradingView. Yeah, let me see. I have an email from them. Let me see. Okay, let me see here. So to sign in to the Ninja Trader, I need to copy my license key. Is that correct? Apparently, Tradeovate's copier is lightning quick. Okay, I've heard the opposite, kind of. Can we trade? Okay, we're 3%. NQ's 3%. You can't trade NQ right now. It's within 2% of the circuit breaker. Right? What does Rips use? Tradeovate? I wouldn't use your top steps. No, I'm not going to trade the top steps. Should I use Tradeovate or Ninja Trader? Truth be told, on NQ, it's just too risky to trade it. It's too risky to trade it, especially with my current standing with Topstep. I have a massive amount of money that I can withdraw, and I would not want to breach that by doing something stupid like trading next to a circuit breaker. So we're not going to be trading the top step. I've used Tradevate before. Can you trade different props on Tradevate? Yeah, no, we're not. Truth be told, I'm not gonna trade this, man. This is gonna be kind of a chill stream. If we set up the evals for take profit, you know, maybe I'll take a trade. Um, are we allowed to? Like, what's take profit's risk team saying about the circuit breaker? I need to get set up on a platform to trade 2 take profit accounts. I don't know if I want to use Tradovate or what. It seems to me like from what I'm looking at, you can take profit, you can jump back and forth from NinjaTrader and Tradovate. Or I guess you just have to sign into one, and then that's the one you go with. I mean, I could use Tradovate, I guess. Let's just go with Tradovate, honestly. Let me sign into I'm gonna have to use Tradovate's website. Right, wait. Yeah, you have to be on the Tradovate platform to copy trade. Multiple, like I can't sign in with the Tradovate credentials onto TradingView and copy trade. You can only copy trade on their platform, right? Not through TradingView? I don't think you can. Let me log in. Log in. Click to copy. Log in. Signing an agreement. Hold on, y'all. I really wish they had the X platform. Oh, this is fucking confusing, bro. What? This shit is ancient. Okay, we don't need... Do we need that? I don't think... I don't need to see that. Wait, fuck. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Let's just take this all the way down here. How do we get just one here? I don't need this one. Is there like, can I close that? Close. Okay, there's one. How do I change the ticker here? Okay. I think that's a current contract. Ew. Oh god, this is horrible. Okay, what is this? I don't need I don't need that. How do we get this off? You can just sign into your TradeAvate account on TradingView. That's true, but you can't copy trade. Right? Yeah, this is horrible. This platform sucks ass. How do I get rid of the volume, man? Hold on, is it up here? Indicators? Okay, I just added one, even though I already had one. This is, Jesus, man. You might be able to, no way. Manage group. There's no, I don't think that's possible though, is it? Then once you sign a trading view, you just select that group. I don't know if it works like that. Like this. I feel like that's not gonna work. Let's find out though. Dude, I don't like TradeAvate at all. Let me see. I don't think that seems like a good idea, but I don't think it's gonna work. It's too bad that it won't work like that, but I don't think it will. Wait up. Okay, they're both in here. They're both in here. I can hop between the two of them. I don't know if I would mind that, honestly. I don't know if I'd mind that. Let me see. Okay, so you can take a buy on an eval, right? Let me try something here. I don't think there's one that's leading. They're just in a group together. Okay, let me take one micro short. The order's not going through. Okay, it filled. Okay, yeah, no, it's not copy trading. I mean, it's not the word. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the copy. Maybe I should just start playing 150Ks and like forget about the prop for like the copy trading the smaller accounts. I have a 50K and a 150K. Yeah, I don't care for this trade of 8, to be honest. I don't like that at all. At all. I can't see myself like opening that up and trying to take a trade on it. It's got to be TradingView or Topstep X, I think, for me. Okay, so look, I mean, we'll do the best we can. I think I value having like a platform that I'm familiar with and you know, bouncing between two of them over trying to use that trade of 8 shit and just copy your trading a lot. I'll just bounce between two of them and we'll get there eventually. I'm sure I'll blow one. I'm sure I'll blow one. Probably have a higher likelihood of blowing that 50K with the once we get to the pro stage, I guess, with that intraday trailing drawdown. it is a lot to try to it is a lot to try to I did hit the short button. I don't mind it here. I'll let it run a little bit. It is a lot to like try to trade through a whole bunch of different, like just the copy trading. It's a lot to keep up with. Because I already have Topstep X, which I really like Topstep X. You know, I want to stay here. When I get this account to live, or both these accounts get pushed into a live, or whenever both of these accounts get live and they combine, whatever the hell, I want to use this platform. I like it. Whenever I use my AMP account, my personal account, I want to use TradingView. I like it. I can't see myself using Tradeovate. And frankly, all I want to do is use Topstep and TradingView. So we'll see. It might be too much to juggle all of these accounts, because ultimately it'll be the Topstep X, these take profit accounts, which now is even more confusing because I have to hop between both of them, and then my personal account. I'm just gonna sit in this M&Q right now. I don't mind it. Took a short on it. I don't mind where we are. We're within the gap here. Oh, how high are we? 230 points off the lows. Okay. Back through 19,000. I'm very interested to see where we open up tomorrow. I'm gonna add into a little bit, try to fade back into the 40s. Still holding the gap. Try to average out of this one. Topstep Egg has mobile. Yeah, that's true. I use their mobile a lot. I like that. Trade Sinker. I would only be open to, I think I would only be interested in doing copy trading at a high level, I guess, if we could like Topstep X is perfect for me. I can copy trade. If they could do something with TradingView, man, where we could do multiple like different accounts, that'd be sick. Interested to see how you manage the trailing drawdown. It's probably not going to be good. I actually wasn't aware that Topstep, or sorry, Take Profit had trailing. Nobody mentioned that. Nobody wanted to mention that. Y'all were quick to mention the daily payouts, but we didn't mention the trailing drawdown. I'll probably blow the fucking account up, to be honest. I mean, yeah, no, look, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm a good trader, but I don't fuck with the trailing drawdown, and I'm not gonna claim that I'm gonna pass those accounts because I've tried a couple evals with intraday trailing drawdown and just gotten nuked. It's not good. It's stupid, and it's the dumbest thing ever. It doesn't fit my trade style. I wasn't aware that Take Profit had that. I'm still gonna try my hardest to pass them, but yeah, I didn't know about it, to be honest with you. So at the end of the day, I probably just will do Topstep in my personal account, to be honest. It's the vibe I'm getting. I wasn't aware that there was an intraday trailing drawdown. That's I guess I should have, like, too good to be true kind of situation, right? Like, okay, what's this thing about Take Profit? Like, how are they so, you know what I mean? They suck you in with the daily payouts, but you gotta pass the combine. Then once you get pro, you gotta pretty much pass the combine again, but it's twice as hard because until you get clear of that 45, that shit's trailing you intraday. It's just, I wasn't aware of it, but I'm still gonna try my hardest to pass them. We'll see though. I'm not super confident I will because I just don't. I'm not a fan of having to trade, change my style of trading to fit within parameters of passing evals or funded, anything like that. I just think it's stupid. You can't let runners run. It's impossible to let runners run. You can't try to catch the entire moves. It's just hard. Trading's hard enough. Trading's hard enough as it is. You shouldn't have to deal with that trailing drawdown shit. I mean, we'll see how we do, but It's just hard. It's hard to have that at the forefront of your mind, thinking about, okay, if I don't take it off at its highest point, that trailing drawdown's that much higher. It's just frustrating, but it's okay. I do like Topstep. I like how you don't have to deal with that shit. I can see myself just doing Topstep in my own account, to be honest. As long as you just take small profits and build that buffer. I know that there's a way to try to beat the system with it, but it's still stupid. I shouldn't have to, you know what I mean? Like I just think it's dumb. I think y'all would agree it's dumb too. Charlie says, I use multiple Chrome browsers for trading views. It's the same system as the app. So you can be logged into different accounts. I think I've done that with, yeah, I think I've done that. Okay, that's sick. Yeah, no, that's sick. I'll do that. I'll have one open with Chrome. I'll do that with Chrome. That'll work. I'll have Topstep X here, and then I'll have, you know, whatever eval. Then the last one I'll have a Chrome. I'll have my personal AMP futures account. Yeah, I'm just fading this 270 point move. I really only got into a micro to test to see if it was going to copy trade, and it didn't, but we'll fade this here. As long as it still looks bearish, I'll hold it. Say that again, play? Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like too good to be true. Everybody was suggesting them, and I'm sure they're still good. It's just I just find it scammy. That trailing drawdown is so scammy. You can't trade NQ right now unless you're on an eval, I believe. Even then, it's risky. I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade an eval with Topstep. Our low is 23s here. Ugh. I'll shed one if we get back into like the 17s here. Maybe hold. My whole life sounds like the radio. $10-point bounce off the lows. If you're I don't see it benefiting you much if you're looking at the 15-minute but you want to enter on the 5-minute or vice versa. I just don't see it benefiting you. Just pick one. Just pick one. I don't see it benefiting you to trade the 15-minute technically but enter on the 5-minute. I don't think it benefits you. I don't think it would benefit you. I mean, if those ranges were wider, like if you told me hourly and 5-minute, I would say, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's what I do. 15-minute and 5 minutes too similar. I don't think it would help you out. I think it would probably just confuse most people. Yeah, stream got suspended, I guess. I mean, they cut it off. I think I figured it out. I had to turn on streamer mode at the end. The moon went hiding, thunder, lightning. Luke Combs, I loved Luke Combs about 3 years ago, but he's so mid now. He's so mid now, I feel like. Any mid? He was good. Used to be good. Can y'all even hear the music? I feel like it wasn't working earlier. Y'all can hear the music? Laying in the sidewalk. Ooh, we got a fill, chat. Hallelujah. Full sick, I was gifted from him. I feel like Topstep shouldn't let you trade if you aren't supposed to be trading. I agree with that. 100% agree with that. But if people trade and they make really good profits, they're gonna say you weren't supposed to be trading, so you're not getting your fucking payout. And they know people are gonna want to trade because of volatility. And if you do trade, you have a pretty good chance of blowing your account. So it's for them, it's like a win-win. They said trading is prohibited. Prohibited. What's the consequences of if you prohibit the prohibited act? What's the consequence? A belt to the ass? Or you're not going to get your payout? Yep, I saw that. What if Topstep did the sneaky... Yo, what if Topstep... Nah, that's me thinking like a nut job. What if Topstep glitched my fucking platform and like put in an order right now so they didn't have to pay out my $90,000 balance? And they're like, "Oh, you traded during the you traded during the circuit breaker, motherfucker." I'd be like, "No, I didn't. No, I didn't." You know what? You know what? I don't know why I'm superstitious about shit like that, but hold on. Because I'm very superstitious about that. How do we lock out here? How do we lock out here? So, lock out. Let's lock out. Tomorrow, if we open down 3%, we can trade it as long as the range is 7. Let's lock it out until what do we want to lock? Let me do a custom. Let me do until. Okay, let's do until the morning. Select, yeah, so 12 hours from now. Let's lock it out all night. Let's lock out all night. Right? Okay. I don't know, dude. I'm superstitious that it somehow a trade is magically gonna get put on. I'm superstitious that I made $100,000 that they're gonna have to pay out, and we're in the middle of a circuit breaker, and I feel like somehow a trade could go through that I didn't execute, and then they say, "Oh, you broke the rules." I'm sure they're better than that though. I don't know though. It's just the field of prop firms have been sketchy. I know Topstep has good reputation though. I don't think that would happen. But I think just for safety, even if I misclick it, and try to put on an order, I don't want to. I just lock it out. Topstep says can't trade within 2% of the limit. The limit is 5, isn't it? So we are. I mean, we're at 3%. Aren't we within 2% of the limit right here? We're at 3%. That's a nice wick there. Let me take that off. I don't know, man. I've heard people say like crazy shit like that. I don't know. Let me read the damn email, bro, to give y'all some clarity. Okay? Let me give y'all some clarity. Topstep. Hi. Markets are moving fast. Some equity indexes are already down over 4%. We're approaching levels where Topstep's price limit rules would go into effect. Let me click on that. Equity prices, 5 limits have expanded from 5 to 7. Is the percent 7? Net change of the day, 5 minus 2. Oh, okay. So 5% is the limit. You can't trade if we're down more than 5%. Look, the best thing y'all can do is not trade it tonight, man. Oh, how's that already off? Take a look at gold here. We're at 4.75. I think we're at 3% down here on NQ. We're 3% down here on NQ. 3.67. Yeah, about 4%, I guess. I like these wicks down here on gold. I would love for gold to fade off. Would love for gold to fade off tonight. Yeah, I like the setup on gold for the move down through 60s, 50s. For the wicks there. It's holding imbalance to the left on the 5-minute as well. Anybody trying that? Can I get in at 7.3s? I kind of want to let that gold trade cook a little bit. What was the high? 7.4. Go get me filled at like 7.5. Little VWAP reject there. Respect the hammer. We're still within that bearish imbalance on the 5. Lower high off the high. 32.02 was all-time highs earlier today in the New York session. If I get in, I would put the stop at like high 80s. Look for this to flip and sell down below the 60s, 50s. We get some volume overnight. That'd be nice. I like that idea. A little 1 to 2. They would be back in yesterday's range, which isn't a crazy look. I do like that. I got a range here. Had the New York, this was at market close when we started to get some volatility in NQ. Popped up to 3.2s. Now sold back down into the range. I would love to see that revisit the lows of the range at least. Can we get 30, 40 points of downside today or tonight? Anybody else interested in that? I am. I don't know if I can get a fill on it. I wouldn't mind it popping at 7.5. Hopefully it doesn't leave without me. I'm not going to chase it. Here goes NQ fading off again. $2.12 backs. Only problem with Topstep is that when the platform glitches sometimes, they just do not handle it correctly. Voice of reasoning, leave gold alone, but it looks good to me. It looked good to me. Everybody in Discord's actually finally saying gold looks bearish here. So I'm thinking, you know what? Let me try it again. No, on a real note, I do like that. I know gold has just been really strong, but I'll take that like 1 to 2 risk. High 80s, I'll stop it, and I'd look for this to sell at least down to equilibrium of the range. We had the weakness above, right? This is all just a manipulated move because this was NQ reaction. We put in a nice range, 60-point range. I would love to see that flip and fade through the 60s, scale out of some, break even on the stop. Can we dump into kind of the week's range here? I would love to see that. Or the last 2 days range. We all know it's very extended. It would probably help if NQ wanted to curl up higher. After that drop, it's really it for this session. You might be right about that. Definitely didn't keep that same energy into the Asia Open. Gonna get filled here on the gold. Okay. I'll have it at 8.5s. Wait. That needs to be a buy limit, right? Buy limit. Buy stop. It's a pretty fat stop. But, I mean, there's really nowhere else to put it here. I mean, I could put it at the high this way because, I guess, 80s. But I want to give it some space, to be honest. I'll give it some space. Yeah, so I would like to see that go fade 60s off of this rejection. Holding these imbalances. Once again, it's a break of this range. I feel like at least rebalance a little bit back into the midline and neckline. So 50s being like a nice 20, 25 point sell-off. We can get it. Yeah, y'all are probably kind of right, though. The volume does seem to be drying up after that larger move that we had. We'll see. I'm cool with holding that for a little bit, just waiting. And it's running. Story of my life with gold. And it's running. And it's running the buy stop. I like the way it's set up. I'll take that trade again every time. I'll give some space. Can I trade gold on Topstep right now? I think that's a nice rejection. I like that. I think maybe so, man. What percentage is gold down on the session? Yeah, I think gold is tradable. Pretty sure, yeah. You should just wait a bit. Well, what do you mean? Yeah, it's a nice rejection. It's gonna get ran through though. I don't think I've been right about a gold trade for like 2 weeks now. Honestly. I don't think I've been right about gold for 2 weeks. Luckily in Q, I've been killing it. Gold, on the other hand, just tough. I just completely got ran through. Yeah, it took the high now. Fuck me. There's gold for you. There's gold for you. 8-2. I mean, we're moving pretty quick up here. Could still hold under 8-2. I mean, if that fades back, we'll see. Probably doesn't though. 185s, we'll see. I mean, that's if it gets 8-5s, I don't know if I'll be interested in it, to be honest. So we'll just see. It's frustrating taking this fucking thing short. God, I can't stand fucking gold, bro. I really cannot stand gold. I fucking hate gold. I hate this shit so much. I just hate it so much. So fucking much. Get out of it? No, 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 no. Come on, y'all. Come on now. You just have to let fucking nature, you have to let it happen, man. If it's destiny's to go take me out, that's fine. Took a short on this fucking thing yesterday and we had no volume. As soon as I take the short, we get like a, yeah, nice 10-15 point rally. Immediately took my stop out. I just cannot stand gold. Genuinely cannot stand gold. I'll be right on this shit one day. Another 15 points, be back to all-time highs. Yeah, come on down, you little punk bitch. Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me, sorry about that. There you go. There you go. You little bastard. Little bastard. Yeah, I mean, is that the entry in hindsight? 8-2s there? If we hold this high, is that where I have to get in? We're back at 80s. I mean, we might be okay. I never close it early, chat. I mean, if it start, I never close it early. I mean, you know, I don't react based on a couple, green candles printing towards my stop. I just I let it trade. I let it trade. This would be great to come sell through the 73s here, but it won't. Because gold's a motherfucker. Why would you ever trade this is beyond me. This is pure gambling. Nicholas says. Nicholas, why would you say that? What's your trade, Nicholas? What's your trade right now? Comment your trade right now, TPSL, and tell me how it is better calculated than the trade I just took, because I want to hear it from you, Nicholas. I wanted it to sell through 60s, and then I would have scaled out of some. And then held break even. That's what I would have looked for. Jesus, trading view is slaggy right now. And Q's curling back through the 50s here. I mean, I guess go for it, gold, at this point. Just take me the hell out of it. Do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do, gold. I ain't worried about it. Do what you gotta do. Because I'm done with you. I'm legit done with you. I'm not gonna trade you ever again. No matter how fucking good you look, I'm not touching you. I've said that a lot of times. Fuck. A massive weight's just been lifted off my chest. A massive weight, like a whole anvil. A whole big 50-pound anvil. Has just been lifted off my chest, dude. Ugh. I think it's still bearish, dude. I think I had the wrong entry on it, man. I think 83s was it. Yeah, it's still it's the equals of it's like the mid range of this little imbalance here. That probably in hindsight. If we wick off my entry, I'm actually ending stream. I promise you it. If we wick off my entry and run back to the highs, I will end the stream so fucking quick. Let me find out. Good boy. Anyways, yeah, I think the entry was just off. Way to wick run here. It still held this bearish imbalance. It's probably... It's just sometimes the way gold gets like these retracements, it just seems like, why do we have to move that high first? But I mean, yeah, that's a better entry, I suppose. Yeah, that's a better entry. Okay, I mean, I think at this point we got to move it down to 8-3, right? De-risk a bit. Right there. We'll see. I'm still looking for the 60s. This 5-minute candle is printing pretty nice. 74 is the low. Yeah, we're not trading NQ. Oh, if NQ breaks its lows, it's pretty much at the circuit breaker. Watch this wick we put in here on gold, man. Like, why? Look at this. If this runs all the way back to 85, I'm going to just lose my mind. Are you really? Let me... No, there's no fucking way you're going to run back to 85. Within... Yeah, let me see. 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 Run back to 85. Let me find out. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go run to 85. You piece of shit. Yeah. I mean, it looked good. That's the moral of the story with fucking gold. It starts to look good, and then we just... It just doesn't matter how it fucking looks because it always gets dip bought at the end of the day. There's nothing technical about it. It just rips higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Alright, Braden got a question. How can you make such huge profits based on a $2,000 Topstep max drawdown? I never get this point. Can you elaborate? Yeah, I traded it aggressively to you know, get off of that drawdown. My first trade was a big $6,000 winner. So from a $0 account balance from there. So we had a $6,000 account. Next day, stayed a little bit aggressive. I mean, I liked the $6,000 buffer, but it wasn't enough. You know, so I stayed a little aggressive. I was trading close to... First trade was 1 mini. It was 10 micros. 10 micros. I felt confident about it. It was cool to take it. Big $6,000 winner. I just kind of stayed aggressive. Started scaling as the as the balance grew. And you know, sometimes now I'll take 2.5 minis, 5, sometimes 10 if it's a really good setup. But that's because my balance is so damn high right now. I just scale. I stayed aggressive and I continued scaling. And on top of that, I had a really good week. It did help that first trade was a big $6,000 winner. I think that helped mentally, and yeah, it just helped to have that move there off the buffer. And we're just getting wicked off the entry here. This should sell through the entry it's set up to. Yeah. Yeah, I had just, yeah, long story short, I scaled, I continued scaling as I grew the account. It helped that it was a good week for me in the market. I didn't lose much that week. Stayed aggressive. Just all the stars aligned, really. That's a little bit of luck, good trading, taking good trades, scaling in, Staying aggressive, all of them. Well, gold, I hope you go to hell, and I hope you never return. I hope you go to hell, and I hope you don't return from hell. This fucking thing, man. Seven three is the low. Yeah, I mean, maybe that entry's not. Maybe that entry needs to be higher there at 82 in hindsight. Still want to see it play out the way I want to see it through the 60s, but maybe in hindsight I need to wait for that 82 entry and top tick that. I mean, that would have been valid. We were here when I took it. Yeah, we were here. Yeah, I think in hindsight, just be a little more patient with gold. Gold has been kicking my ass. I haven't been profitable trading gold, but whenever I have had some success, and I don't even say success because I haven't really been winning trades, but I'm at least sometimes able to get out break even whenever I try to get those higher premium entries as opposed to just trading shorts within the range, even though it's kind of setting up for it. It's just been so bullish that like you can still kind of survive trying to short gold. You can still kind of stay alive if you're, trying to scalp the high instead of what I just did. But yeah, there's 83s and our low is 73. I would like to see, I don't want to see his base too much here. I know this is on the, second half of a selling move from 83 now. Maybe I de-risk a little bit. Let's see if 73s hold. Getting even further, Sal. Everybody in the YouTube, man, make sure y'all are in the Discord. That boy from East Tennessee. You're talking about 2-point moves on gold? Sure, I'll show you. 70% win rates. Is this my RR? I don't think that's an accurate RR. Is that my RR negative? I don't know about that. Is that my RR? Negative? Is that that? That can't be right. That cannot be right. How does that add up? Is that my RR negative sit like 0.6? 0.6 to 1? That can't be right, chat. Can't be. Can't be. We broke 7.3, 7.2, started to get a bid. Let's see. I like it under 70s here. I'll give it a shot. Oh, you scale out. Yeah, that probably fucks. That's probably why. That's probably why. was about to say, there's no way. No way. Been on a sixer. Look, dude, we're almost at 100. We're almost at 100, man. You know what I mean? It's insane. I haven't had a red day on this account. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many hours a day? I'm not gonna lie to you, man. If I got my cell phone in my hand, I'm looking at the market. I'm always looking at it. I probably sit in trades a little longer than most people. You know what I mean? I would say I probably sit in trades a little longer than most people. I mean, I might de-risk on it just because we had this stronger move up. Now we're in the displacement stage. I don't want to get caught up in chop. I like the way we're coming down. I don't like this higher shelf that we can trade back into now. I didn't even really want to see that get put in. I just wanted to see it hold this wick and then fade immediately back down to 60s. Although it is moving in our direction here. I don't know. I don't want to get a little scurry just because gold, you know, has a nice leg there that we can trade back into. I still believe in the setup. That's why I took the trade, you know. I'm not just gonna bitch out just because gold's strong sometimes. I'm not gonna bitch out. Okay, look at NQ80s. Fill in the gap. Yeah, in the gap, fill in the gap up. I think it's important to look at various time frames. I feel like it definitely does help to look at it higher. I mean, I would, yeah, I check in on the higher time frame every once in a while. I look at the hourly with the 5 minute, but yeah, the hourly and 5 minute do well for me. It is important to know your range is on a higher time frame in case the market wants to break to the downside or the upside and start trending hard against it. You need to know what levels we can tap into. That's important. I've gotten caught on trendy days trying to counter trend trade without being too stubborn to look at the daily or the hourly. Taking a second look at it and just getting killed. Trying to take dip buys off the 5 minute. So yeah, it can be important to look at the daily like that sometimes. The daily, check the daily, the hourly. I always kind of have the hourly up to the side, unless I kind of have a. If the market's been in a range, you know, and we're not in a spot where I think we can make a bigger move, I'll keep the 5 minute up primarily. But I like the hourly and the 5 minute. How do you connect TradingView with Topstep? You would have to do it through Tradeovate. Just use Topstep X, Tom. I'm gonna suggest you use Topstep X. You'll really like it. It uses TradingView in its platform. You'll like that. I know you will. Topstep X is a very nice platform. It's this right here. So it looks to me like you want to connect TradingView to Topstep. I don't know if you're talking about this itself or if you're talking about you want to use the actual TradingView URL, like, and connect it down here to a broker. I would suggest you use Topstep X. It had like the charting is all TradingView. And then you have this feed, you have the stats page and all this good stuff. You should use Topstep X. Oh, so you already used Topstep X. So it seems like you already know the answer to your question. This is Take Profit Trader, by the way. I know the title says Topstep, but I'm too lazy to change it. Yeah, I guess, yeah, we're using Tradevate would take profit right now. Yeah, you can use Topstep X on the phone. Topstep X is next level, man. It's clean. It's really nice. Waiting for that next leg through 7-2s right here. In hindsight, I could have had a way better entry on this, but it's all good. I like the way NQ's kind of engulfing that, break into the range or the gap here. I mean, I guess that closed the gap. We have wicks there at 80s. Can we get a nice pullback on, Gold's gonna run 80s. I should just de-risk and take that stupid ass trade off. If we can get it back under 75, I'll take it off. I'm just kind of like disgusted with gold. It just never plays out in my direction. We'll see. I'll try to get out on the retracement of this candle. I'm kind of just over it, honestly. We'll see. If we get some pullback here, I'll take it off. Or we just get ran through it through the 80s. I'm just kind of over gold at this point. If it breaks that high, I'll probably take it off. Try to de-risk, get out of it. I don't know, man. It's like it starts to set up and, starts to set up like it's, a bearish look, and then I take it and it's just either doesn't get played through, trades sideways, or it certainly doesn't sell, which is what I'm looking for, and it never happens for me. Fucking gold. This would need to flip red to make me feel okay about staying in it. Otherwise, I'm gonna start to shed it and just kind of exit. Stealth mode exit here, because I'm fucking out of it. It's a decent candle. I'll entertain it for another minute or two. Daily payouts with no withdrawal max once you get over the trailing buffer. Yeah, are you talking about take profit? Yeah, that trailing buffer I feel like it's gonna be a pain in the ass. How are we red on this trade? What is the bid at? Oh, we have a fucking random gap on the 5-minute. We have an entire point that we just gapped there within the close of these 5 minutes. Scam. I fucking hate gold. I thought the next candle opened here because this was the close of the previous. No, we're a point higher. Jesus. Fucking. Piece of shit. Look at NQ here. I mean, the good news is, I mean, I've been trading gold short. It's super stubborn of me to trade it short. I've still been profitable every single day, which is great, even though I'm trading this bullshit. Like, I get back profits every day I take a trade short on gold. Luckily, I'm still green, overall. But yeah, I'm either having to fight back for the profits I give away to gold, or yeah, it's frustrating. Luckily, we're not red on it, but yeah, it is. It's definitely frustrating trading this shit. Can't break past 7/8. In fact, that's got to go there. Bye-bye. I got an idea. Oh, fuck that. Hold on. This is the kind of discipline we need as traders right here. You know what I mean? Like, this is actually what we need to do. This is how we hold ourselves accountable. This is how we fucking hold ourselves accountable to this bullshit. My stubborn ass wants to keep trading it. Let me put that right there. And then never see it again. All right, we're down 800 on the session. Ain't no way I gotta try to trade that. If I try to trade this and I try to move this big ass X out of the way, y'all gotta call me out on that shit, man. If you guys see me start moving this out of the way and being like, okay, let me call my ass out, please, if I try to do that dumb shit. All right, we're about $900 in drawdown on this XFA. This is the 150, so we have 45 to work with, man. Always hate to start an XFA like that, though. Shift, don't say that, bro, because even if you're right, I'm going to go try to trade it again. I almost want to, though. By the way, no more in the Discord, no TA on fucking gold. Nobody send screenshots of a possible gold short on the Discord. I don't want to hear shit about gold for another week. Let's give it a week. Let's just not talk about gold for a week. Everybody. Nobody talk about gold for a whole week. Well, unfortunately, I mean, NQ's kind of sideways here. We had this nice little break. We're kind of within the gap here. We're just flagging, though. It's not a bad range. 80-point range right there. Not bad. Topstep trader just took a $456,000 payout. Biggest ever. Wait, where'd you hear about that, Coho? Did you just lose your account on gold? I ain't never lost my account on gold. Where'd you hear about that, Coho? Yeah, man, if you love it, let it go. If you love it, let it go. Topstep TV now with Dakota and Jay. Man, I'm gonna make a bigger one. I'm gonna make a bigger one. They paid it out? Did they pay it out for sure? Did they pay it out? I have to back off on the I have to back off on trading this, with size because I'm kind of at the max. I can't make more than 150K. I'm gonna still try to, take the 10K payouts weekly, but I have to kind of chill out a little bit. Really? What was the guy's name? Patrick Weedland or some shit? You have to get a 500,000 to beat that? Well, I mean, I'm already at a quarter. I'm already at a third of that balance. I can do it. I ran this shit up in a week. They didn't contact me about live. Nah, not yet. Not yet. I did take two $5,000 payouts from them. They hadn't hit the... I mean, they got taken out on the first. Oh, that's sick, man. They didn't say who it was, huh? Yeah, TA's not working on gold. Yeah, that's the thing with gold. Gold's back in 80s. I mean, if there was a way to take the shit off of my thing so I could not even search it up, that would be... I mean, I haven't won a gold trade. I think I've taken 20 fucking gold shorts, and I hadn't won one of them. In Q, I almost win every fucking trade. I almost win every trade. Gold, not one trade. I haven't won not one trade in like 20. I wonder if I can go look at the stats specifically on gold. I'm sure it's somewhere. I'm sure it's somewhere. I mean, I can't win to save my life on gold, man. Start betting up gold. I mean, if I don't feel like that's the read on it, I'm not just going to take a buy on it, even though it is just really strong. I'm not going to just start buying it just to buy it. If it's just not, for me, it's just not a trade unless it's a short, and it's obviously not working. So I'm literally, I will not be trading gold ever again. Ever again. You made 40K yesterday. I did. I actually made it overnight yesterday, so Monday. Was it Sunday? It wouldn't have been Sunday night. Monday. I don't remember. Well, we're still in the gap. I mean, I would expect one more leg out of this gap here. Back above the 100s, possibly. At least. Then maybe you can look to take it short there, back into this range. I would like to get out of the gap. I don't like trading within gap. You can just get some rest. Oh, we're good, Rashad. I appreciate it. I'm not tired or anything, man. It's just, I'm just a little frustrated with gold. It just continues to kick my ass. There's a certain amount of animosity towards it. Like, I don't know. It's all good, though. I'm not trading it. That's my promise to myself. I won't touch gold. See the sun. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Ooh. It's at 84 now. Hey, I'm not going to trade it, bro, but I just want to see what the fuck's going on real quick. I promise I'm not going to trade it. Don't worry about it. I promise I'm not going to trade it. I do just want to see what this is, like, what's happening here. We going to run the highs? There's Wickfield. This is going to all-time highs here. It's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah, I'm going to short this shit. I'm just kidding. I'm so done with it. That's incredible, though. I mean, good for, I mean, whoever's, if you just bought dips on gold for the past 4 weeks, you'd probably be a millionaire. Honestly. Incredible. It's holding overnight. I don't really hold overnight. I don't really hold overnight, no. I do use I will say this. I use a little more size in the overnight session. If I feel confident about it, I use a little more size. Which is probably not something you guys would hear, but for me, that's the case for me. I use a little more size and it works. About 30 points to take the 80s out here. I mean, I'm obviously still very short biased on this. How could we not be with that massive dump? Obviously, short-term bounce is a different story, but yeah, we're back at the gap now. Pretty controlled buying back. I mean, we didn't see a lot of volume into the Asia Open. We kind of got that initial dump, and it's kind of just been a little sideways. We had a small breakout there, 50 points, and now we're just going sideways again. Maybe we curl up to the 80s here. Let's see. Got about 25 points to the highs. Maybe we get a break, pull out of the gap a bit. Full-time trading, yep. In the morning you trade. I trade on YouTube. I might start to move into a Discord stream in either one of the sessions. I'm not sure which one. I'm not totally opposed to trying to take, you know, starting short up here. Maybe if we get it above 19.1s. Let it clear the gap first, obviously, if we can get it past the gap. But we've had about 300 points off the lows here. I would be open to maybe starting to build a short position above 100s. We get a 25-point rally higher. You know when you're gonna see me live. I think you can turn on notifications. Keeps on going south. Let's see this break out of this range here. See what happens. Is a fucking dollar sign. Try to scale into 30 micros. If we get a nice move through 100s, I'll try to fade it, short it back into this range. Be about 300 points off the lows at that point. So with a 1,000-point sell-off, I'm cool to try. Yeah, it would be about 300 points. I'm cool to try to fade it back down for at least some retracement. We'll have a tight stop. We'll have to see what this move looks like first. Yeah, I'll be cool to try to fade that. See what it looks like out above. I want to see it above 100s first. Get a nice entry on it. Just some, bearish follow through, continuation play if I can get an entry on it. Possibly trade back into these lows. Open lower tomorrow. This is about where you want to see it fade off again. Had a leg above this structure. Some more structure built. We're having our next leg. I would like to see it top out at like 130s. 130, you think? I mean, that's, yeah, we got some bodies here. That would be another 50 points. That would have to be a decent little leg up. There's 89, 90. You're going to target 230 if it continues through 130, huh? I mean, that would be a pretty wild bounce. I want you, I need you, oh God. Let's see it above 90s here. 10 more points. Get it above hundreds. I want to see what that looks like too. Start building a short. Looking to get into a trade soon. 105s are high right now. Can we get it above 110? Does this immediately fade into the... Let's just leave a wick up and then get back into this range here? What's that pullback look like? Our high is 105. We're only about 7 points off. I'm cool to just wait and see. It can still make a move higher. This might have it all. $23 is the high. I had my finger on the sell button at 24, but this still looks decent. I think a lot of traders probably trying to fade this move here. We're 10 points off that high. Let's see. Nice. Nice. Damn, bro, I hope I didn't miss that. Fuck. If that loses 100, it's gonna sell back into that range. Piece of mind. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. I'm gonna start there 10 short. I'll have to stop at like 35. I want to see if this loses 100s first of all, but this isn't as much size as I want to go into it with. Just because I don't love the entry here, so just kind of a quick scalp, see if we lose 100s here. What the selling looks like below 100s. Okay. What was that, 103? 102? Yeah, I was kind of looking for a move up here, but I was not aggressive enough with the entry. I think 125 might have been the... Let's see, does I want to tweezer all the way back up? Cold beer on a Friday night. 102 is the current low. So I want to sell into the 90s here. Not getting a lot of playthrough off the 30s. Took a smaller size, just 10 micros. I would have probably used more if I did get it into the 30s where I was looking for it, but we didn't. Not breaking the hundreds, man, like it needs to. Give it one more chance. There it goes. That's a nice close on 1 minute. Vulnerable at the 100s. We get to sell through the 100s here. You would expect it on this candle. Nope. Yeah, that's this is still, I mean, yeah, I wanted to see a nicer reaction off 30s, to be honest. Let me look at the 5 minute real quick. Sometimes I act a little impulsive on the 1 minute. Yeah, that needs to flip red here and sell through the 100s. That's not flipping red. There we go. Get it through the bid at 100, please. If we're not going to take the bid out, I'm not going to be in the trade. Stop break even. I'll scale out of it as we go through the 80s here. Don't retrace off 9-1. Can we get 80s here? Nice. Heavy in the 90s. It's selling back into that range like I wanted it to. What was that low? 85. You know, little hesitation. Take 85 out. Betting against the trend, dangerous for sure. Okay, I thought I was on the right side of the trend. Okay, good. I'm scaling out. I'm all out. 700 bucks. Yeah, no, man, I'm on the right side of the trend. That's the trend right there. All the way down to hell. I was just looking for an exhaustion play out above range. We moved through the gap, sold back in. I liked it. Nice 40 points on it. The chat, this isn't the trend. This isn't the trend. This is the trend. You're just in the retracement. That's an elevator right there. Yeah, that was a decent scalp. The scalps haven't been as well executed. I would have liked to top take that fucker at 125. That was okay though. Looks good for new highs above 124. Let's see. Oh, we got out right at the bottom. Hallelujah, right? 74. We took the exit. Got out right at the bottom. Let me see. Right at the bottom. Are you trading the news? I don't think I'm trading the news. Is this trading the news? Is this trading the news? I don't think it's trading the news. I think, you know, we had some volatile markets, but I wouldn't call it trading the news. I think trading the news is like taking a trade while, you know, news is happening. I don't feel like this is trading news. Try it long above 160. Yeah, this is a little too overextended in my eyes to take it long. I'm just going to look to short scalp on this. Yeah, so man, I guess how many more days of how many more winning days do I need until we can take another payout? I think I need like 4 more, 3 more. I think I can take it early next week. We seeing this gap fill? I mean, we kind of did fill, to be honest. Kind of did fill. I mean, if you count these wicks, obviously we could get up to like 140s though. That's a real fill if we can get up to 140s, close it out. Wow. Did we get another leg through the 30s, 40s here? It's setting up like it wants to. It's setting up like it wants to. I would like to see it extend a little bit higher, just because I want to short it again. Let me try this. 5 micro short. Or sorry, long. I'll have a stop at like... I'll have a manual stop. You guys... I would put a stop, but I'm just going to watch it. Okay? If it starts to fade back into 80s, I'm just going to take it off. I'm watching it. I'm looking for this to go fill these wicks in the 120s. You know, people get the Topstep certificate. I don't know. I think they, I don't know. I think you can print it out, bro. I think they email you and you can print it out. Yeah, I want to see it back through the high. I want to see it run these wicks and maybe we can get to the 130s here. I'll kind of scale out of it if we can get through 115s. I don't really want to be red on this trade, to be totally honest with you, because it's not a great entry. And to be honest, I'm buying it pretty high here after we've already had a 300-point move. Yeah, I don't like that. Give it a sec. This isn't like the most confident trade ever. I think we're getting one more push through 130, so I thought I would try a quick scalp. I don't really want to be red on this trade, like I already said. I'll cut this off pretty fucking quick if I go to, you know, I'm not trying to go. I don't want this back in the sub 90s. I was just trying to get a quick scalp for the wicks to get ran. But here we are kind of rejecting hundreds. That's why we're only in 5 micros. Yeah, I'm out of it. I wasn't the biggest loser ever, but it's all good. Thought I'd just try a quick break run through the 20s. I don't think you can trade on... I wouldn't trade on Topstep. That was just a quick scalp setup for me. I mean, sometimes they play out, sometimes they don't. Pretty tight stop on it. Looking a little more top heavy now. This wick, ultimately I wanted to see this wick that formed here. Now we're seeing the hammer, right? In hindsight, what I would have been looking for is the open of the candle and then this to the body to close within these wicks. Maybe we get a series of up close candles following that, and then we can get it through the 30s, 40s. But I didn't see that, so I closed it out, and now sure enough, we're selling into the 70s. So some setups work, some setups don't. Some are a lot more aggressive, some are a lot less aggressive. Wow, we just put in a bit 70s right there. That wick just printed at 70s. Did y'all see that? Down about 400 on this combine so far. Not the worst, not the best. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for this sideways trading to get a break higher or lower and look at it again. Trying to long for 130. Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I'm always a little hesitant to, obviously this is, we are trying to make some recovery here, but we're 300 points off the lows. I mean, I was cool to try it, but I didn't want to see much retracement at all, and it just kind of went sideways too much for me. This is the 5 minutes, this is 20 minutes of sideways. That's a little much for me. Especially as we're trying to break out of this previous range, right? The last thing I want to see is hesitation outside of this range. And that's kind of what we started to do. It's kind of stair-stepping, though. I mean, I could have totally been wrong. Maybe we get the breakout, but as far as the price action, even in Asia, it's just a little too hesitant for me. I don't like these wicks get like a couple wicks, but I expect to run the wick. So for us to put another one in here, just not my style. Not my style. So I'm just gonna wait for another reaction either above or below this range, and then we'll look again. Yeah, it's okay to try. I feel like it was okay to try, a little 130 break right there with a tight stop. That's what we did. Not wrong with that. Looks like it wants it. One of these candles has to extend through 115 and close with a body up there instead of just putting wicks in. That's the only thing that's holding this thing back. I'm gonna wait for this range to break up or down. The wicks up here do not look good. The wicks up above 100s. An exhausted bid up above 100s. Doesn't look good. And it's selling back into a range. Okay. Looks like it wants to break back into this range, deep into this range here. 70s needs to hold here, otherwise this thing's in trouble. I gotta be honest, little bit underwhelmed with this Asia session here. We had all that volume after hours, but Asia session's been pretty dry. I mean, I guess it has been pretty clean. Like, the move has been decent. I guess this move was clean here. That would have been nice. It's just as far as when I mean, I got on and started trading it right about here, so there hasn't been great movement, to be honest, for me. See, if I was on the intraday trailing drawdown with take profit right now, it wouldn't be good. Like right now my drawdown's still 1465, but if I was on the take profit with the way I've been trading it, which is anything from perfect trading obviously, but like my drawdown would be, I'd probably have like a $2,000 drawdown now instead of the 45 if it was like an intraday trailing. Maybe, yeah. Something like that. Which would just be so bad. That would be so frustrating. Because, I mean, I was up on that gold trade, you know, 700 bucks. So the trailing drawdown would have followed 700 up right there. I ended up closing it for a $700 loser. So, boom. What would have been, you know, $700 loss is now $1,400 loss. With that trailing drawdown. It's just horrible. So horrible. Like it kind of reminds me of like buying options in the theta burning, because if this thing goes anywhere, like if it you kind of get into profit but it doesn't really make a move, and then it comes back and maybe you get stopped at break even, like it's still a loss. It's a loss to your trailing drawdown, even though it's just a break even trade. That shit doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, we're gonna run these wicks here. I kind of want to try it again, although we don't have as much volume in this session. Okay, let's do an imaginary trade. I hit the bid at 100 for a break through the 130s with a stop at 75. Imaginary. Let's see how that would play out. I don't feel confident enough to take it, but let's see. Pretty shitty. Like, how do we have a 3% sell-off after hours just getting this price action here? I mean, I guess it's a good range. I don't know, dude. I just feel like as soon as I started trading it, we just haven't had much. We've had 100 points, but it's taken 3 hours. It's taken forever. We should be having some moves. What are you watching for the uptrend, Wood? This looks like dog shit. I'm gonna throw a bone at it because I'm bored. Short. That was a horrible fill. Stop it out if it goes back to 100. I'm bored as hell. Threw too short. No, I like it. Looks like it wants to sell back into this range here if we crack 70s, so I like that. We'll see. We might get a nice sell through the 70s here. I'm up about 10 points on it. Shooting sinkers at. Oh, we put in a quick wick. I don't know. I don't like those moves because sometimes we retrace right back. Let's see. There we go. Cool. Can we get into the 50s? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We may leave wick here, so a little cautious there. I mean, we're back into the 70s. That's we're back within range, right? So we can chop some more here. We might catch a bid. I would have liked to exit that a little cleaner. We didn't actually get through the 60s, though. We got a flat bid off 60s. Not the best. I'm gonna let this next candle open up. Oh, that's obviously some decent retracement. Looks like a nice bid at 60. If that wants to run 80s, let's see. There it goes. That's good. Let's take those lows at 60. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I can throw a couple. Yeah, this is. I mean, we're back in this. I mean, it's just range, just a range. It can catch a bid there, and it is catching a bid there. Obviously, the bigger picture would be a nice sell back into the midline of it, sell through the lows, but that's catching a bid, and you can't ignore it. Damn it! I should have just taken some of it off. Good thing it's just micros, 2 of them. Not a big deal, but there you go. Not great price action. It's kind of disappointing considering the move we had after market close. Not great. Good never cash. Pretty shitty price action. If we go green, I mean, this is, yeah, what was meant to be a sell-off is now just turning into chop, so. If that shoots back through 90s, I'll take it off. If not, I'll give it a chance to put me back in the green and take it off. Break even. It's just not getting any playthrough. Not getting any playthrough. That's going to squeeze all the way up to 90s. I'm out. Yeah, chat, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing here. It's a very disappointing Asia session, to be honest. It's just kind of a shitty session. There's nothing for me to trade here, so. It's disappointing considering the sell-off we had after hours. Very disappointing. All right, y'all. Y'all know where to find me. I'm in the Discord. We're 400 down on this combine. I might take a trade on my phone if I see something. There's just nothing here. Nothing here at all. Nothing here at all. That could have been a nice little setup to sell, into the lowers of the range. Found a bit at 60. Now we're back at, maybe this runs through 100s. Maybe it puts in 5,000 more wicks. But For me, I mean, I think that's it. There's nothing really here. I could use my time better, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll update y'all on the Discord about the take profit accounts and where they're at. Once again, I'm down 400 on this 150K. The 50K doesn't even have a trade on. Okay, so that's where we stand there. I'm not going to trade Topstep till tomorrow. I'm going to be back trading Topstep tomorrow. You'll know that. We'll be back for the New York session tomorrow to trade Topstep. Hopefully, we don't get any circuit breakers. And we will see y'all then, man. God bless y'all. Hopefully y'all can catch some nice trades tonight if this starts to open up a bit. But with that being said, I will see y'all tomorrow. Everybody make sure you're on the Discord. I linked it at the top. I'm going to be in there as soon as I get off the live. If y'all have any questions or anything like that. What time tomorrow? 10 Central. But yeah, join the Discord. I'll be in there chatting with y'all all night. I've got nothing better to do. But this market's just not got good price action right